Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley. This is the last one for tonight. I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and the supporters of my channel. I really appreciate y'all sticking with me because I'm going to be with you. We're going to get this thing done. We're going to see it through. You know how we do. But I want to talk to you about something that I think will be a blessing to you because it blessed me too. Just get it. Most people are sexual because they're not intellectual. Yes, most people are sexual because they're not intellectual. And usually that comes from them not knowing how to communicate. And when I say intellectual, I don't mean you're not smart or brilliant in some sort of way, but people seem to communicate in ways other than words because they don't have the words that they want to say, so they show it in another way. And usually because of a misuse of energy or abuse, it initiates the energy transfer. Being that they can't use their intellect to appeal to someone, they use sex. And sex is also used in a way to siphon the energy that they need. So they not only physically breathe, but they spiritually feed. Sex can be intoxicating. It can be very intoxicating. You can get drunk within the spirit of it. That's what happens to a lot of people. They get intoxicated with the sex aspect. Like, people like to drink, people like to smoke. Some people like to do all three: drink, smoke, and have sex. They like all three effects. But sex itself is intoxicating. You can get love drunk, which to me, sex is in love. But it's something that's supposed to be done out of love, but sex itself is not love at all. And depending on the level of that person and what they have accomplished within, what is driving them or has driven them according to the experience in their lives. Some people think sex is the only way to communicate because they've never needed to communicate any other way, or they don't know how to communicate any other way because they don't know what to say. So what they do is, the shortcut is to get you in bed or to have sex with you and get the effect on you, then they don't have to be direct with you. But you have to be careful when you do things of that magnitude. See, it's one thing if I dedicate or you dedicate your body to someone. Dedicate means I willingly give myself over to an individual. But if someone uses you as a sacrifice, that means they're laying you on the table of life and they're going to do what it is that they want to do to you. And that's a transaction that is against your will and it makes you ill. When you give yourself over to someone, that's dedication. When they take it, that's sacrifice. They are sacrificing you to get you to see their view by doing what they're going to do to you. And you may feel like it's your will too. I remember something that really made me think about this when I was talking about most people are sexual because they're not intellectual. Is when Jesus was going through what he was going through. And he said that, Father, it is not my will, but let your will be done. He gave himself up to be the ultimate sacrifice so that we would have the opportunity to live a different life. To understand that this here is not the end, but it's the beginning. So just understand this. Some people, and I want you to understand them, and you don't have to, I'm not forcing you to, but if you just think about this thing, the reason why a lot of people are sexual, because they're not intellectual. They don't have any outside stimulations. They don't read books. They don't like to do things that, any documentaries. They don't like to get into anything. See, a lot of people that are intellectual and not as sexual is because they have found other things to stimulate them outside of the sexual aspect of life. And those who are not intellectual have used the sexual aspect because they're speaking to you without saying a word. They're showing you in a way that they do what they do to you to subdue you to what they need from you. So I hope that helped you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.